Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive into the extraordinary. You know, Carl Sagan once mused, if only we existed in the universe, it would be a tremendous waste of space.
That quote really hits home today, doesn't it?
It really does, because our mission today is to plunge into an enigma, one that seriously challenges, well, everything we think we know about humanity's roots.
We're talking about that audacious idea, right? That our origins might be, well, cosmic, extraterrestrial even.
Exactly. Far more than we've maybe dared to imagine.
And our journey is taking us through some pretty unique source material. Excerpts from Nephilins, Parte 16, Áudio Livro.mp3.
Right, by Robson Pinheiro, channeling the spirit Angelo Inácio, part of the Crônicas da Terra series.
Yeah, and what's so compelling, I think, is how these sources weave everything together. You've got fiction, reality, myth, fantasy.
Science, philosophy, it's all in the mix.
All exploring these grand, sometimes kind of unsettling mysteries.
Absolutely. So what can you expect from this deep dive? Well, we're going to pull out some incredible insights. We're looking at ancient biblical accounts.
Advanced spiritual concepts, too.
Yeah, and this really dramatic cosmic narrative. Exile, power, the origins and destiny of humanity itself. It's huge.
It's a profound exploration, definitely. And we're just scratching the surface now.
Okay, so let's unpack the central piece here, the Nephilim. The source material points us straight to the Bible, which many listeners will know.
Genesis 6.4, for instance.
Right, describing giants on the earth, says they came from the sons of God, taking daughters of men, powerful figures born from that union.
And then they pop up again in Numbers 13.33, where they're linked to the descendants of Anak.
Yeah.
But what's really intriguing is how the spiritualist take in this source, grabs those familiar verses and just blasts them into a whole different dimension.
How so?
It proposes that these sons of stars, or as the source calls them kind of provocatively, exiled astronauts.
Exiled astronauts, okay.
Yeah. That they weren't just myths. They were like literal physical contributors to big evolutionary leaps in the origin of the human species.
Wow, so actual genetic input.
The narrative suggests exactly that. Nothing less than cosmic miscegenation. A direct blending right here in our planet's early days, our planetary youth.
Cosmic miscegenation, that phrase really makes you stop and think, doesn't it?
It completely reframes the start of humanity.
And it connects to this broader idea the source introduces, transmigration planetaria, planetary transmigration.
Right, we're talking spirits moving between planets.
How? Like, just spiritually, or?
Well, the source mentions migratory flows, but also potentially spacecraft and even warp speed. It's trying to answer that fundamental question, how does this happen?
Okay, so if consciousness can move between worlds, what are the mechanics?
That's the core question, yeah. The source dives right in, hinting at mechanisms that blend, spiritual laws with something like hyper-advanced physics.
So actual ships? Maybe FTL travel?
It suggests exactly that. Using technologies like spacecraft for physical transit, maybe at incredible speeds. The whole point is to sort of pull back the curtain on these hidden processes of spiritual evolution and cosmic intervention.
Arguing that our existence is fundamentally tied to these massive migrations.
Pretty much, yeah.
So if the Nephilim were these early influences, who were the architects behind the bigger picture?
Well, that brings us to another key group in these sources, the Anunnaki.
The Anunnaki, okay.
Described as a truly exiled people. The source says Anunnaki is Sumerian sons of Enki, also called Enki, Anache, Anunnaki.
Yeah.
But the crucial bit is exiled.
Exiled. And it's not just one group, is it?
No, not at all. The source is very specific. It details 7 castes of the exiled Anunnaki, each with specialized and often, frankly, malevolent abilities.
7 castes? Like what?
Well, first you have the cherub, or Zerube. They're the top rebel mentors, super intelligent, persuasive, manipulative, autocratic owners of power.
Okay, the leadership caste sounds like.
Then the Elohim. They're the genetic experts, skilled in exobiology. Think cosmic genetic engineers.
Right.
The Emin are masters of politics, mass domination. The Anakim, pure destruction. Arrogant cosmic assassins, war experts.
This is quite a rogues gallery.
It keeps going.
Yeah.
The Malayan manipulate nature, elemental energy, even thought forms. And the Mazdukai, they're described as amoral scientists.
Immoral scientists.
Yeah, treating whole races like guinea pigs, capable of destroying worlds just for, scientific kicks.
That level of specialized malevolence It's chilling. It's so organized.
It suggests a kind of industrial scale of evil almost.
And what about the concept of Satan in all this? Is it a person or?
The source clarifies that. It's not seen as a single figure like in mythology. It's more of a counter-universal force.
A force?
Yeah, a mental current of deep revolt and domination. Something that can create huge empires, world, or even stellar ones, driven by this endless thirst for command, dominion, and power.
So like an ideology or a contagious mental state, not just one bad guy.
Exactly. A pervasive current beings can tune into. It's described as the ultimate degradation, potentially leading to the derrocata da consciência, the downfall of consciousness itself.
Wow. Okay, speaking of embodying that revolt, let's talk about the main antagonist here, the number one.
Yeah, yes. The big boss, so to speak.
The source says he's a cherub from the Homo capensis species. What is Homo capensis in this context?
Well, it's not in our biology books, obviously.
Nope.
But in this narrative, it implies a highly evolved, very powerful, but ultimately corrupted species. He's described as towering over 3 meters tall.
And his anatomy is unusual, too.
An oval skull, but also this distinct second brain at the base. Conical shape. It apparently gives him psychic protection.
Psychic protection, but internally.
That's the paradox. Despite this shield, he suffers immensely. A profound guilt complex, megalomania, constant psychotic outbreaks, stemming from his past crimes against entire humanities across the cosmos. He's tormented by his own actions.
So immense power, but consumed by guilt. It's almost pitiable in a strange way.
It is a strange mix. And then there's his ark. Looks innocent, like a golden coffin, maybe even a toy.
But it's not.
Not at all. It's a powerful communication device, electrical, atomic energies, but it's also his temporary prison.
His power source and his cage all in one. Clever captors.
Very. And his survival method.
Right.
It's horrifying. He feeds on plasma stolen from his victims.
Stolen plasma.
And he literally survives by sucking the product of others' emotions, specifically fear, terror, pain.
Like vampirism.
Essentially, yes. Drawing sustenance from intense negative energy. It just underscores his absolute desire for power's sake. The source calls him the personification of satanic forces.
Okay, so this unbelievably powerful yet totally broken being. How did he and the others end up like this? Exiled, tormented.
The source describes a huge structural shock that kicked it all off. Millions of maladjusted consciousnesses undergoing some kind of quantum leap.
A leap through what?
Through energy trails cutting across dimensions, using what much later, like 470,000 years later, got named wormholes.
Wormholes.
Okay.
So they were being transported somewhere.
Towards a destination, yeah. Essentially a prison world. But what's crucial is that even before they got there, a mutiny broke out among the rebels, the sons of Nibiru.
A mutiny mid-transit.
Exactly. And this rebellion basically sealed their fate. It ensured their irreversible immersion into this new, confined reality. Trapped them in specific parts of our galaxy. A self-inflicted wound, really.
And number one was on a special ship.
Part of special convoy, yeah. Transporting the most dangerous ones. Him and over 600 other brilliant but extremely dangerous minds held in these crystal coffins called S-waifs.
Crystal coffins? And how did he get out?
Well, it was kind of an accident. A Rafame woman, Linal Bar, seeking power, and surprisingly, Enlil. They inadvertently opened a breach in the containment field.
Enlil. Why was he involved?
The source says Enlil's mind was already compromised. An intrusive thought form was messing with him, causing personality crises. He was basically an unwitting pawn.
So, number one wakes up prematurely. What's his first move?
Instant defense. Creates this powerful psychic, mental, and emotional force field.
Why?
To shield himself. Apparently, the moment he awoke, his mind was flooded with millions of clamors for vengeance from all his past victims.
Wow. Okay, so pure self-preservation first.
But then came the cunning. He used super potent post-hypnotic suggestion on the 12 most important minds among those 600 others in the convoy.
Hypnotic suggestion.
To do what?
To make them unable to see him. They could only hear his voice. It guaranteed his anonymity and control. Pure psychological dominance.
It's terrifying. And what does he offer them?
A truly twisted deal. Artificial bodies. Presented as the only way to escape immediate insanity.
Insanity caused by?
The overwhelming guilt from their own past crimes, apparently amplified in their disembodied state. So it was madness, or a new body under his unseen thumb.
A horrible choice.
And it set up this chilling hierarchy. The 12 could only perceive those below them. Nobody could see those above them, especially not number one at the top.
The ultimate puppet master hidden from view.
Absolutely. Ingenious in a dark way. But did everyone just accept this?
No. 6 of the 12 ministers, as they're called, tried to rebel against this unknown master they could only hear.
And
The result was horrific. Number 1,